Guys, I've got a confession to make. Now, I shouldn't admit this, but I'm going to. I just have to be honest, okay? I find it truly hilarious and amusing to witness the identity crisis of many of the virtue-signaling, high estrogen, low T, possibly soy-poisoned males out there whose support of Tesla and Elon Musk was predominantly for virtue-signaling points, how it made them look within their social circle. And everything was fine until Elon Bad, who was previously Elon Good, started supporting Orange Man Bad. They're having such a hard time now, they just can't cope and can't square this new reality with their beliefs and their desire to signal to everybody what a great person they are because they like Tesla and Tesla's good for the environment, therefore look at me, I'm a good person. The level of cope and rationalization I'm seeing from some of these folks today, but Trump hates electric vehicles, Trump. It's just so delicious. It really is satisfying. I just love watching them squirm. So check this out. Orange Man Bad, once again, not only talking about Elon Musk, but Tesla and electric vehicles. A rather revealing disclosure from Trump shows the character of both Musk and Trump.
But you know the amazing thing? A big company is Tesla. It makes great cars. Great. I mean, it made really amazing cars.
Trigger alert. I thought Orange Man Bad hated electric vehicles. How do you square the comments that Tesla makes great products, great cars? Yeah, but wait, we're not done.
He never once said, could you ease up on the electric thing? You would think he would have said, hey, listen, do me a favor. I could take it out pretty easily, right? It's a sentence. It's a sentence in a speech. But he never asked me to because I think he knows I'm right. He's going to do great. And there's people that like him. I like him too for certain applications. But he never think of it. And he's close to me. He never said, do me one favor, just sort of low-key. I would, if I were him, I'd be saying, hey, listen, Trump, do me a favor. Don't mention electric cars again. That you're going to do away. And we're not doing away. We're going to have whatever the market wants. We're going to have gasoline power. We're going to have hybrids. The hybrids are great. They're working good.
So much to discuss here. First of all, it does show Musk's character and a lack of pettiness. Because we've seen, right, when Trump's talking to an audience of people who live in a state whose economy is quite dependent on the fossil fuel industry or the legacy automotive industry, one of the first things he'll do in his speech is troll electric vehicles, troll their range, poke fun at them, say they're not for everyone. But his overarching point is always people should have freedom of choice. And again, I've said in the past, and I'll say it again, I completely agree. The government should stay the fuck out of it and let consumers decide. And spoiler alert, because internal combustion engine vehicles, which includes hybrids, are a century-old mature technology, their costs are not meaningfully declining over time. Whereas electric vehicles, their costs are meaningfully declining over time. They're new. As I've said, and as I mean, electric vehicles in the future will be roughly 100% of all new vehicles sold with or without any government fuckery or mandates because their prices will continue to come down and their performance will continue to improve, making them more and more of a no-brainer. They're already a no-brainer if you can afford one today, if you've got a budget of $40,000-$50,000 US. But if you don't have that budget yet, you don't have the choice. But when a compelling electric vehicle is available for $20,000-$30,000 US, it's over. The ICE vehicle disappears. The companies that produce them go bankrupt, with or without any government fuckery. They're an economic and technological inevitability. So the government shouldn't be telling people what to buy or make. It doesn't matter. Disruption is going to happen regardless. The government no longer needs to be incentivizing people to buy one form of propulsion or another. Again, Trump's overarching point here, people should have the freedom to choose. Just like today, most people choose to buy a smartphone because it's better than a dumb phone. You didn't need to mandate dumb phones out of existence. And this really shows Musk's character. He cares more about the mission, e.g. preventing the absolute catastrophe that would be a Harris-Walz administration, that he doesn't give a shit about these little funny comments that Trump makes when he's pandering to a fossil fuel-based industry. And neither do I. I've talked about this in interviews. Shout out to the Electric Viking. Guys, at the tail end of our recent conversation, you can see exactly what we discussed on this. There are much bigger fish to fry. This is quite an insight from Trump on Musk's character. And Orange Man Bad just can't stop talking about Elon Musk.
And so I just want to thank Elon Musk. But when you look at his endorsement, where he endorsed me, I mean, he's not going around all over Pennsylvania day and night. It's like he's running. He just feels that our nation, if it doesn't win this election, the nation is not going to survive. Not going to survive.
It has been incredible
so I want to thank
watch.
Elon.
Yes, it has been a blessing to watch him. Without the First Amendment, we have nothing. And Elon Musk has come. Buying Twitter was an incredible thing to do. And I think all of us are so grateful for him appreciating what America was founded upon. I will say about the fracking, to wrap that part up, fortunately, we do have something called video.
Now, I want to emphasize this. We've just heard how thankful, quote, we are for Elon Musk buying Twitter. Why? To uphold free speech, appreciating what America was founded upon. This is true. And the reason that I'm underscoring this is because the narrative coming from the extremely left-leaning media and a couple of extremely left-leaning California fund managers is that Elon's destroying Tesla's brand, destroying his reputation, destroying the company, and buying Twitter was a total disaster. He's turning off customers. Really? If you were to poll 100 people in the audience here at this event, what's your opinion on Elon Musk? And would you consider buying a Tesla? What do you think they're going to say? As I've said before, for every one butthurt, virtue-signaling baby who's crying that Elon Musk has some opinions, I'll never buy a Tesla, Elon man. How many others, whose voice is not amplified by the extremely left-leaning media, have had their opinion, which may previously have been negative or more likely neutral, on Elon Musk and potentially Tesla now, turn extremely positive because he's fighting for things that they strongly value, such as free speech. The tide is turning, folks. Musk has gained an army of new, very loyal supporters as a result of his willingness to stand up for what he believes in and fight for freedom of speech and the future of the United States. It took courage to do that. He admits he's massively increased his probability of being assassinated now, and also obviously did not want to get involved in politics but felt he had no choice. And those, I personally believe, who lack the courage they've seen Elon Musk demonstrate, many of them, it's too painful to look inward and realise that they're cowards. They'd never be able to share a controversial opinion if they thought it was the right thing to do. They're now projecting that outward onto Elon Musk as hate. I'm just kidding. The California fund managers were totally right. Here's proof that everyone hates Elon Musk. He's destroyed Tesla's brand and he should just shut up about politics especially. Wait, was that a crowd chanting Elon, 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 Elon? Curious. Now, I saw this on X. Somebody referencing an article in none other than the Balls Deep Journal, who don't tend to have a typically favourable view of Elon Musk. Very left-leaning. Describing the article on Elon Musk in Pennsylvania, giving young men meaning. Quote, while some critics want to simply chalk up Musk's antics to toxic masculinity, I mean, that's probably true. Yeah, that toxic ambition and drive, determination, work ethic, risk-taking, spirit of adventure, confidence, courage, so toxic. He stands as a hero to many young men, saying the stuff they're thinking, chasing dreams they wish they had the courage to imagine, coming to their town to fight the fight. Yes, Musk has unfathomable wealth. By the way, the reason for that, of course, is because he's created unfathomable value. More than that, though, to them, Musk has something more precious. Purpose. Getting to Mars and techno-optimism are at least something. What do liberals offer young men? I could answer that, but I won't. I'll just quote the article. Be nice to people and respect minorities might work for women, but men want something more masculine, and the left isn't even making a case to them. Now, this article did actually touch on some important points. Musk is certainly a positive role model for people around the world, especially young men. He's taken risks. He's displaying very positive masculine traits, drive, ambition, confidence, courage, a lack of cowardice. But wait, there's more.
Billionaire Elon Musk said he plans to award $1 million a day to a randomly chosen voter who has signed his petition pledging to uphold the rights to free speech and bear arms. He made the announcement at a rally on Saturday night in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and gave the first check to an audience member. Musk's America PAC said the winner will be drawn from Pennsylvania voters until today, then will be open to participants in other swing states through November 5th. Election law specialists are divided on whether offering rewards for signing the petition is legal. It's a federal crime to pay people with the...
Look, I'm no legal scholar, but bro, you don't need to be a genius to figure out there's nothing wrong with this. It's literally an incentive for people who already strongly believe in the First and Second Amendment, free speech, or the right to bear arms, signing a petition to say that they believe in these values, they're important to them. There's nothing at all to do with people having to prove they voted this way or they registered this, nothing to do with it. It's simply a way for Musk to show clearly that there is strong support for people to freely share their thoughts, opinions, and ideas because, and by the way, the reason for the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, is to protect the First. And the reason for this is it's now become necessary. It's not just in the United States, but globally. But the US really does set the tone for the world, especially the West. Free speech is under attack. You have Karen in Australia trying to ban content, things that occurred, from being seen by Australian residents. You've got idiots in parts of Europe now. I just can't believe. People are literally getting thrown in jail for sharing a meme. Then, of course, you have extremely crazy liberals in the United States demanding Elon Musk be looked into, some demanding he be thrown in prison for sharing opinions, screeching, free speech is under attack and it is the bedrock of democracy. All this potential talk about there being any legal issues with people being incentivized to sign a petition they agree with. I mean, hello? What? All talk. There's nothing here. And the same applies for the cash reward for people signing others up to vote. No one's being signed up to vote, but only if you vote this way. It's literally just encouraging people to participate in the democratic process by voting in the presidential election.
The intention of inducing or rewarding them to cast a vote or to get registered. Joining us now on this weekend's political headlines, Mike Allen is the co-founder of Axios. We all want people to vote, I guess. Do you know how legal scholars are viewing this, Mike?
Yeah, good morning. 15 days out, election day, 2 weeks from tomorrow. So $1 million a day. That would bring Elon Musk very close to $100 million that he's put into the Republican effort through his America PAC. And yeah, legal scholars say that this gets super close. It's not literally buying a vote or a registration, but it's close enough that the vice presidential also ran, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, said it's very concerning and the state is going to take a look at it. But Joe, I can tell you, Republicans see Musk as a very powerful force for them. So the reality, what we're hearing behind the scenes, and they could both be wrong, but it is a fact that Republicans feel like they have momentum. Democrats feel like everything is frozen. And part of this is because, we've lived through these elections before. Usually people are wrong and what they're seeing isn't real, but they feel like the race is moving this way or that way in this state or that state. Like political junkies are plugged in to the EKG. There's none of that movement this time. The states that matter are all frozen. The people who are going to decide it haven't decided to.
Let's do a quick fact check. Now, the best that this guy can probably reference, I'm assuming, is opinion polls. I'm not going to get into that. They're not particularly reliable. Shout out to 2016. Hillary, 450,000% chance. Trump, negative 10 trillion. Guess who won? I personally think the best proxy for probabilities, which includes the potential for fuckery, is Polymarket. This is essentially a cumulative result of people betting on the outcome of the presidential election. As I record this, with, I believe, many hundreds of millions of dollars on the line in total bets. Trump now on Polymarket at 63.9% to Harris at 36.2%. Now, I just want to be clear. That's a gap of 27.7%, nearly 30%. Sometimes when you see 63, it doesn't sound as big. It's nearly a 30% gap. More interestingly, though, is the swing states. Literally all of them. Now, for those of you who aren't in the United States, just really simply, there's a bunch of states that could usually go either way. Sometimes blue is e.g. Democrat, sometimes red. And those states typically decide the outcome of the election. For example, in California, the outcome for the last 30-ish years for the presidential election, blue. It'd take a miracle to change that. So the solid states here, solid blue, solid red, unlikely to flip. But it's states like Nevada, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, these states all, based on people putting their money on the line on Polymarket, now shaded red. Arizona, of course, an even darker shade of red. People putting their money on the line doesn't mean this is what the outcome of the election is going to look like. But as it stands right now, the consensus opinion based on people's actual money on the line here is Trump's going to win every single swing state. This is going to be an absolute landslide, which, by the way, I've been predicting for months since these odds were like Trump 48, Kamala 52. By the way, I wasn't actually joking. There was a period of time here on Polymarket. By the way, I don't know what people are thinking here. Harris was at 54, Trump 44. Now, does anyone recall exactly when Elon Musk publicly endorsed Orange Man Bad? When Elon Musk appeared at Orange Man Bad's rally? I'll spoil it for you. It was the 6th, 7th of October. Let me see here. Where are we? Oh, well, what do you fucking know? Now, I do want to be clear. I'm not actually suggesting that Musk's endorsement of Trump or his appearance at Trump's rally has massively influenced this shift. In fact, this shift was entirely predictable. David Sachs called it. I called it. A bunch of people called it. Going to be some initial excitement as a dementia patient gets replaced by Harris, but then Harris starts to actually open her mouth. And ironically, in years past, that's how she further advanced her career, and now that's the one thing that's not going to allow her to advance any further. She opens her mouth and people are like, holy shit, she's brain dead. She doesn't understand policies. She won't address any of the issues or concerns. The fact she was in charge of the border and millions of people came through unvetted. She's an absolute moron. Even though I don't like Orange Man bad, bro, she's actually brain dead, dangerously stupid. And that's what we're seeing now. And the problem for the Harris campaign right now, they're in a death spiral, which David Sachs coined. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. If they do nothing, look, they're screwed. But every time she opens her mouth, she turns people off, exposes herself as inept to the point of being dangerously stupid. In short, expect this trend to accelerate. Can't wait to dig this up when Trump's at 69% and beyond. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure Musk has had some influence here, but I personally predicted months ago, and you guys can fact check me, that this would happen. In other words, there'd be a short bump, and then eventually, as people realize how brain dead and insane Kamala Harris is, a massive shift towards Trump. I've been predicting a landslide for months. But if I were in Musk's shoes, I would be doing exactly what he is doing right now. All in. The more decisive the victory, the better. Now, just to be clear, the 6 swing states as I record this: Arizona, Trump, 71%, Georgia, 70%, Pennsylvania, 61%, Michigan, 57%, Wisconsin, 57%, Nevada, 57%. Has Musk recently disclosed, confessed, admitted he's all in on Trump. And again, not because he wanted to get involved in politics, but because he's trying to be useful and sees an absolute fucking disaster under a Harris administration. I'm on the complete same page. I've been quite outspoken about Orange Man bad versus the big guy Biden and clearly now Harris, but going back a number of years. Now, the final point I want to wrap up with here. Should Trump win by a landslide with Musk's strong endorsement and the two having a great working relationship? Many folks may in fact believe that Musk played a hand in helping Trump with his landslide victory. And again, this is all hypothetical. With Trump already a history of strong economic policy and obsessed with US manufacturing jobs. With Tesla having just unveiled their dedicated Robotaxi and Robovan, and interest rates likely to begin coming down meaningfully over the next few years, this is the perfect storm for Tesla in a very positive way. The fake news claims that it's a tight race. The fake news also claims that Elon Musk is turning off droves of potential Tesla customers. And there are definitely a few very loud virtue signaling babies suffering from sand vagitis due to Elon having opinions in small pockets of the United States, for example, here. But look at this map, folks. It's a sea of red, a few pockets of blue. You know what these red states are? Filled with future Tesla customers. Want more content? Early access? A bunch of perks? Click the links in the pinned comment. AG1 is awesome. I've been taking it daily now for more than 3 years. It's a great way to fill in nutritional gaps. It's packed full of vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients, plus has prebiotics, probiotics, and adaptogens to improve gut health, regularity, and help your body handle stress. I'm always looking for an edge to help me feel and perform my best, which is why I haven't missed a day of AG1 for more than 3 years. Just try it and see how you feel. Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR and get yourself a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 travel packs. This is what viewers of the channel had to say after trying AG1. I feel like I have a lot more energy since I started on AG1. Just got my AG1 in the mail. Legit feeling the effects after day 3. 3 months ago, I started AG1 and have been enjoying the evenness of alertness and energy that lasts the day. I just started the wife on it too. Are you convinced yet? I mean, hey, it's worth trying, right? Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR, or I can keep going. This viewer, after about a month on AG1, definitely a lack of fatigue in the afternoon. Pleasant side effect is that my coffee intake has imploded and is almost down to 0. One more? Yeah, why not? I honestly feel younger and will be continuing to use AG1. This stuff really is crazy good. I didn't think it would be, but this stuff is awesome. It really is what everyone is saying. One more? Don't mind if I do. I've just received my 3rd month supply. I've drank it every day. I have so much energy throughout most of the day. I'm productive, started a new business, started socializing, refurbished a boat. It's no coincidence. Thank you for your persistence, your integrity, and your insights. Now look, these are not my words. These are not my testimonials. This is what you guys and girls are saying. Maybe it's 100% placebo effect. But even if that's the case, I think it's money well spent. Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR and get yourself a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 travel packs.